Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of The Bug Warrior. In today's video I will show you how to complete the hardest objective, at least for me, in the Season 9 journey, the Master Spellcrafter objective. To complete this objective you will need a lot of patience, but I believe I found the best way to do it, and that is at the pit with a group. But the difficulty at which you are running the pit matters. This strategy allowed me to complete this objective in about 1 hour at last. Allow me to explain. As you know, in Season 9 we have 5 Infusion spells that we can use, and each one of them disables a very specific affix. The affixes that can be disabled are Chilling Winds, Explosive, Suppressor, Summoner, and Vampiric. This objective requires from you to disable 10 monsters of each specific affix, and last but not least, use your Infusion spells to deactivate a total of 100 monsters affixes. We find monsters with these affixes all the time, right? Well, it seems the moment you activate an Infusion spell, all of a sudden, the monster with that affix disappears. I tried first to do this solo at Helltides, Infernal Hordes, Escalating Nightmare Dungeons, and the pit, and it really takes forever for the monsters to appear. At the pit, for example, I encountered one enemy per run, and that was if I was lucky. Then I found that for some affixes it takes a few seconds to get activated, such as the Vampiric and Explosive affixes. For those affixes, the monster needs to get some damage, and only then it will activate the affix. This means that you have to inflict enough damage to the monsters, but make sure that you are not killing the monsters too fast, otherwise they won't be able to activate the affix. Killing them too fast means you won't progress at the task. It turns out the pit is the perfect place to figure out this. For me, I ended up running the pit between level 80 and level 85. Alright, so now that you know what to do, head to the party finder, search for a group that matches the level you are aiming for, and go for it. We need to do it in a group because this is the only way the algorithm will generate random affixes at the monsters. Unless of course you are all using the same infusion spell, and then this won't work. Something I also noticed whenever I would go in last, I had better results finding the monsters that I was targeting. Maybe it was a coincidence, but do give it a try. Wait for everyone to go in first, and then you can follow them. Once you are inside, do kill and help of course, but remember you are farming these special monsters. They are really not hard to miss because when you approach a group of elites and see the X symbol on one of their icons, that means your infusion spell is already working. You could also try looking at the bottom left corner, because every time you approach an elite it tells you which type of affix that monster has. By following this method is how I was able to complete the objective at last. So there you have it. This might not sound too fun, but the good thing about this strategy is that you will be able to upgrade your glyphs and get experience at the same time. Also, this was the last objective I needed to complete in the season journey, and unfortunately there is no secret title again this season. But if you are a completionist like me, well, now you know how to complete the objective. We reached the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. If you made it this far and found the video interesting or useful, please consider to share, like, comment or subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.